Okay. Come on, you piece of shit. Okay, I'm at the Oregon Labor and Industries building. I was told that Office of Administrative Services are here. So I'm gonna go in here. No fire alarms allowed on the property. Okay, I can respect that. A lot more than other people would. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it looks like she just directed me to information. Oh no, this is the Department of Administrative Services. All right. How you doing today? I'm here to file a tort claim.
Do you have it in your hand?
Yep.
Okay. She is not in this building and she does not have a phone number listed in this paper. You don't need to read it by email. It looks like she's with ODOT and we are not ODOT. Yeah, melissa.l.canfield@odot.oregon.gov.
Measure 98 and stuff like that.
Yes. No, it's not listed in the state directory. Yes. No, it's a different agency. Okay, you're welcome.
And what's today's date?
November 8th.
Okay, 11/8/2023. All right. Just make sure everything's done proper. That's the tort claim that I have.
Okay, is this the envelope
This is-
that goes in?
No, that's mine.
Okay.
It's just a way of carrying the tort claim. I got
Okay.
some other legal stuff too. I got to doc. Also, I have a video. Come on in. I don't bite.
Do you know where a gentleman can get a permit?
Permit for what?
Permit for what?
I have a business, like tire shop, and I want to add to do oil change.
They're just gonna have an all shop. Where would you get a permit for business?
At
You guys good? We're okay.
Secretary of State,
Okay.
Secretary of State.
And that would be at the PSB building, so if you walk out of here, you walk out the front door.
This not the same address that got this?
No,
No?
it's 255 Capitol Street, Suite 151.
You know the address?
I don't know,
Yeah, that's
but,
it, 255
yeah,
Capitol
so
Street.
you go out this door right here.
Oh, the 255? Let me see.
This is Winter Street.
Okay, are you done?
I got this. Can you make a copy of it? Because
And this building
No?
is ODOT, right here.
Okay.
This building over. And I'll be working-
yeah, because
I
in
have no way of making a copy of it.
okay, because in Portland they usually make a copy of this.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Thank
You can't do that. Okay.
Okay.
What's going on?
I filed a tort claim and I got evidence on here as to what the claim is.
Well, I don't know if this is the building for you. It isn't.
Yeah, it is, but
It
I
is?
can't make a copy of anything like that. We can't put a flash drive in our computers.
Yeah, so probably couldn't help you here.
Okay, well I turned in the tort claim.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just surprised that you guys can't get the evidence off a flash drive. Can you guys get it off YouTube?
Well, I don't know if they're gonna do that or not, to be honest with you. I don't, if Debbie says they can't do it, they're not gonna do it.
Well, they can't do it off a flash drive, but they could probably do it off YouTube.
Well, I just don't
You
think,
have to talk to risk management. We just send this over to risk management.
Okay, where's risk management?
that would be over general service.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's the Ferry Street building.
Okay. Also, can I get that stamped and get a copy
We'll
of it?
Stamp it and send it over there.
Okay, can I get it stamped and get a copy of it? That way I can prove that I turned it in?
Yeah, she's gonna do that. Yeah, when you come to the state, it's funny, you just can't come in and, if the state is a funny place, you have to go through a process to get here.
Yeah.
She'll do this for you, but the place you want is risk management. That's at General Service Building on Ferry Street. That's where you want to go. But I don't even know if they're going to be able to help you there or not. I just don't know. I hate to tell you that, but
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Well, I called them up, and then when I came down here, I looked up on Google,
Uh-huh.
and Google said that to come over to the Department of Administrative Services.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what I did.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it seems like Debbie gets phone calls from all kinds of people. And
Yeah.
she directs them. This is her whole
Right.
thing. She just directs people and
Right.
tries to help you out the best. But she's going to get this stamped, and I don't think there's anything they could do for you here. I really don't.
Okay.
In a nice way, because I don't know. I see people coming in all the time. They demand to talk to the governor, and I feel bad because the governor you can't even see her. You know what I mean? So
Well, I try to deal with people respectfully,
absolutely,
and I try to get things done the way they're supposed to be done.
absolutely.
I've filed tort claims against Portland, and there's been times when I filed lawsuits, and they turned around and said, "Well, he never turned in a tort claim."
Right.
So I've learned the hard way
Sure.
to, make sure that I get a stamped copy of it back.
Okay.
That way, if something happens, and we go, "Well, we never received a copy of it," and I go, "Oh, I filed the copy right here."
Yeah.
So, but
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in.
all right, thank you.
And I hope that things will go away for you with your claim.
Okay.
So, but as far as what we could do for here is probably pretty limited than getting this much done.
Yeah.
Better tie your shoe, buddy. You're gonna fall.
I will. Thank you, ma'am. You've been very helpful, and I appreciate that.
Sure. Take care of yourself.
All right. These can really. So I'm going through the Capitol Mall. So hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Oh.
I already found what I'm looking for.
Okay, you have a good day. So, it looks like they got the Capitol all blocked off again. Nasty fascist goons. Closed. So they've been working on this for I think 2.5 years. They've been working on this project. It's like, well, hey, we can't get people competent in here, we'll hire incompetent. General services. shit, I got it on me. Well, you gotta go a long ways out of your way to whoa, wait a second. This is a state-run park. It says vote for women. A diverse coalition secured voting rights for many Oregon women in 1912 and ratification of the 19th Amendment herein, January 1920. So according to this, it looks like it sends two messages. It lets people know that women have a right to vote, which is cool, I like that. But also sends a message that you should vote for women, which I don't like that. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're gonna vote for the best candidate. Don't vote for what's between their legs. Oh, let's see. I bet you that's not the entrance into the Capitol. That looks like a little side stair. I bet it's all the way around here. Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right, I like those little dogs.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh. So as you can see, getting into the state capitol, they've made it absolutely no fun at all. How you doing? So you got business with multiple places, the state capitol and the other buildings, you got to go all the way around the capitol. Nice. There's their handicap thing right there. It goes all the way down and all the way up like that. Are you writing the book? Keep that, you. And of course, they got their security stuff here.
How's it going? Welcome in, sir. Thank you. Just any phones, wallets, keys, or any metal objects you have on you today.
Okay.
We can try with the camera on, and then if you prefer, we can wand you. If,
Yeah, I got suspenders on too, so.
I'm going to do the wand you down really quickly.
Okay.
If you could just kind of open up your jacket for me, because the suspenders are going to... I'll be back. Gonna be tricky. Suspenders are rare nowadays, so they're awesome. Thank you very much.
Well,
Anywhere in particular, we have a help desk if you take a right, and underneath that sign there, and other than that, you're free to wander the building.
okay, that's what I plan on doing, is wandering the building.
Great.
The state police is down on the first floor, right?
So we have the help desk here. If you take a right underneath the sign, they can help you out.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, all right.
Would you mind calling out for somebody to clean up?
So we got a trooper right there.
Why? What's wrong? Oh,
That's South River.
all right.
It's ready to go.
Hey, is there a custodian that can kind of do a little housekeeping in your deed before the 3 o'clock?
What'd you do? Tell them I'm here?
Huh?
What'd you do? Tell them I'm here?
No, that was a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's being recorded as well.
Okay.
Can you go into your deed and do a little house?
So we're at the visitor information desk.
Hi, how can I help you?
You can. I'm just in here taking video.
Okay, yeah. I would prefer to not be on your video, thank you.
Well, you're a public employee, so you have no choice in the matter.
Why do you want to?
Huh?
Why do you want to do it?
Because I want to do it.
Okay. That doesn't make sense.
And she just leaves all the personal information up here for me to video record. Look at that. Public hearings room. Oh, I got myself a little tail. Public hearings room. All right, I don't see anything that says no video recording.
Providing our update, we can respectfully as well as responsibly share the information that you have desired to receive. Next slide, please.
Just do the best you can.
So quick level setting, just presenting a graphic to level set the shift in patient population and demand for services we've all experienced across Oregon. If you look at the blue line, that represents the aid and assist patient population, which has increased by 234% since 2012. Similarly, if you look at
Hey, trooper, following me around, huh?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I like. That's an exit to the street. Huh. Office of the Legislative Council. Well, that's open. Howdy, how you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
All right. Go ahead and go in. I'm not blocking you or anything.
Oh no, you look like I wasn't sure if you needed help or something.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I got a little escort around somewhere. He probably ran off.
Okay. Fair enough.
She's got a big old smile on her face. I like that.
Stairs.
Sure.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm gonna come by your office. Good, how you doing? Come by my office.
So the trooper's still down there. Oh, they got two of them now. How you doing today?
Is Brock Smith still upstairs?
I assume he is, I don't know that.
Okay.
RTOs.
Can you push the one that goes downstairs?
You can, but you have to have a badge to go down.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Isn't that where the state police office is for?
No, state police office was down here. I don't know where it
I
is
think
now.
it is down here.
I
There's
think
a
it's still
gentleman
down
right
there
there,
on
you can ask him.
That's that guy.
Oh, I'm not going to ask him in the blue. There was one, now there's two. I come in, start filming, and all of a sudden they want to bring in more cops. You know where the general services office is?
Down that hallway to the left.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
You know, the building's a little different right now because it's under construction.
Huh.
Have a good day.
All right, you too.
So,
So here's a directory right here. All right. I think that's open to the public. Wait a second, what's that? All right.
Hi there, can I help you?
Just seeing what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So. All right. Mhm. That's District 28. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right. So is Mr. Anderson a Democrat or Republican?
He's a Republican.
Republican, good. How you doing today?
I'm well.
Hey, how you guys doing? So I got a question for you. You don't count because you're a cop. My title was stolen out of my car, right? And I went to DMV, and DMV sat there and said that they don't check to make sure that those are legitimate signatures. As long as it's signed, you know, then they just do the paperwork. Do you think that's fair or not fair?
I don't know. I don't know anything about DMV and what they do.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah.
So looking at both you guys look like troopers.
We are.
All right.
Yeah. We enforce those laws, but we don't do fingerprint checks on titles.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'm nosing around the Capitol,
Okay.
unarmed, just doing some video.
Are you afraid of something? I see you got body armor on.
Well, the body armor holds this up, so I put it on my T-shirt. It just sort of, I videotaped the floor.
Oh, okay.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that a good camera on that? On your body
This here? Oh, it's great.
Is it? Oh, interesting. I
Yeah.
think Portland Police just went to. They just finally got body cams going, but I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, Portland Police got body cams. They just got it going too.
Yeah.
They needed them for a long time.
Oh yeah. They sound from the news. It sounded like they had a budget issue. But
Yeah.
That's.
Well, they had a budget issue and they had a union issue. The union was basically, well, that's something that we need to negotiate.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's right. I remember hearing that on the news too.
Yeah. That was sad. I was really ticked off at the union for that because, like, how can you hold police accountable if you don't put body cameras on them? And if they do something wrong and you take them to court, they just lie about it.
Well, if they do something right, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's protection for them as well.
Right.
So yeah, it's worth having those.
Yep.
It's worth the expenditure, and I'm glad they finally came to an agreement on it.
Yeah, me and a friend of mine named Mike, but we were chasing after a Portland police officer that was chasing after someone that was that basically did some crime in downtown Portland, and the cop caught him and took him down. And a couple days later, there was a tort claim against the city for his car being damaged. Well, the thing is mine and Mike's video shows that where the damage was at, the cop and neither the cop nor the guy touched that area. So.
Interesting, yeah.
But yeah, I'm watching, trying to make sure that I don't go into restricted areas.
Good. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yep, that's all. Yeah, you're fine in the hallways. Yeah.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. And be safe.
Trying.
So let's see.
That must be the next one's gonna start.
See you guys around.
See you, Phil.
went around one direction. Let's see if I can go around the next. Kim Thatcher. Huh. That's sort of funny. There's like no one here. Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. Oh, staff area.
Someone on the board, right, just, to tell them, right? Which then is the other reason why I support it.
Okay.
I shut it.
Hey, how you doing today?
I locked myself out of my office. How
Oh,
are
that
you?
sucks. So Kim Thatcher locked her keys out of the office.
Go ahead. They're gonna let me in.
That's good. They look like they're helpful.
Yeah, they are. You can hear my alarm going off. Oh, wow, old-fashioned kind. Huh. Excellent. Bless you. Thank you so much.
Service at its best.
We did it, yeah.
Yep.
That's what we're good at here.
How you doing today?
Pretty good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
You enjoying the Capitol?
Yep.
All right. Good.
So, are you one of the politicians, or are you one of the people that help the politicians?
I help a bunch of statesmen
Okay.
and women, yeah.
So I've got a question for you. I had a title that was stolen out of my vehicle.
A what?
A vehicle title. I
Okay.
mistakenly put my title in instead of the registration thing.
From here and
No, the title was stolen out of my vehicle in Astoria.
okay.
Okay, and so I went to DMV and I go, hey, check this out. Why was my vehicle registered to someone else? Because they sold my title and signed my name on it and turned it in, and they forged a bill of sale. And I was able to get a copy of the bill of sale and the title and stuff. And I'm like, this isn't my signature, see? And this is, I don't write this way, I write this way. And they're like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We're not handwriting experts. And I'm like, wait a second, you're telling me that if someone steals someone's title, either from the house, car, whatever, if I get your title and I sign your name, I can go to DMV and register it? He goes, yeah.
Was it prior registered to you?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is. And so I go, well, what avenue is there? He goes, well, you'll have to file a lawsuit against the person. Well, the person moved to Missouri along with my vehicle. So, so how do I get my vehicle back? He goes, I don't know. So, yeah, I was just curious. What?
Do you know the person?
Yeah, I do. He's an ex-business partner.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, maybe they should pass some kind of law saying that.
Now the DMV told you this?
Yes.
Did you go talk to the state police?
No.
I'd talk to the state police.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try the state police, see if they know if there's something they can do. Because I mean, they can connect with. You said Missouri.
Yeah.
So they could connect with the Missouri police, and I would imagine. I would go talk to the state police.
Right. Well, see, the problem is I've talked to the Portland police because it was stolen out of my driveway. The title was stolen out of my car in Astoria because I was in the hospital with COVID, and he was driving the car around. And so when I got out of the hospital, I got my car back, but I didn't know my title was taken because my title was under the seat. And about 8 months after that, tow truck came up, took my car away, and next thing I know, it's in Missouri. And I'm like, what? And so I talked to the tow company, and they go, yeah, they repossessed the car. It was in their name, and they wanted the car, so they took it.
Yeah, I'd get a hold of the state police, see what happens, see if they can't connect with Missouri.
Okay.
That's what I would do. Yeah. Well, what was your name?
I'm Robert.
Robert? I'm Justin.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Take it easy and good luck.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I just didn't think that was cool, and I thought maybe they should pass some kind of law saying that DMV needs to be able to check those titles to make sure that the signature, the writing's correct or something. There should be some other way of dealing with it besides.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, I'd talk to the state police, see what they say.
All right. Oh, there's finally someone in here.
Oh, I'm just gonna do a guideline, like a draft for tomorrow, for the meeting, but we're not gonna be able to meet with tomorrow. Yes, sir, can I help you?
Just looking at the offices.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to show you around?
Sure.
All right. Well, yeah, this is the Senate Republican office.
Okay.
We have some staff. I don't know. Are you familiar with your legislature?
No.
And what we do here? Well, what we do, we serve our members, the Republican members of the caucus. The Democrats, they also have a caucus office. Our role is to basically make it easier for the Republican members, these folks right over here, to do their jobs. So we staff our office with policy people and communications people to help us get our message out and stuff. And this is where we do that work. I'm sure if you've noticed, there's some smaller office around the building.
Yeah, I've already seen some of the smaller offices.
Yeah, those are some of the individual members. This is our conference room right here where they kind of get together and talk about strategy, policy positions, and that kind of stuff. And our members get to kind of chat in a more intimate space where they can just be kind of like, hey, how are we going to work things out this coming session? Pretty much every floor looks similar to this. This is our lobby where you'll see a lot of lobbyist advocates kind of hanging out. And I don't think we have access to the chamber, but I can kind of point it to you this window over here.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where they vote on stuff.
Okay.
Right over here. Yeah, it's closed for construction, but that would be right over there.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we have the Democratic caucus downstairs, and then we kind of have members from all parties mixed together on all floors.
Yeah, I just want to see the offices in there and see what they look like and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm happy to kind of quickly, I don't want to interrupt other people's work, but yeah, you can quickly peek in.
That way I can go to other floors of my little escorts. I got 3 of them can follow me up there.
Yeah, of course. This is just our coffee break room. This is one of our team members' offices where she does her work. Another one of our team members' office right here, and another one right here. This is where I work typically, but I'm in the front of the office so we can have someone to say hello to folks.
Cool. What's your main job?
I'm a policy analyst, so I help cover certain policy areas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then here, another office where we have some other analysts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
USS Oregon. Was someone on the USS Oregon?
Don't think so. I think they did a commemoration this year for it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not super familiar with it.
I was going to thank them for their service.
I don't know that we had anybody on there, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that's for commemorative reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any questions or anything? I mean,
No.
I'm happy to answer anything.
I just wanted to come around and see what was going on, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Of course.
I'm a constitutionalist, so I usually vote Republican anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's the people's building,
Yeah.
and so we're always excited to see real people, real Oregonians come in and kind of check out what's going on. More people should be involved in the process. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You gonna follow me upstairs, Trooper?
Hello, sir. No, I just wanted to, I didn't want to interrupt your conversation, but I wanted to take a second just to remind you, because we spoke on the phone the other day.
Yeah.
I just want to remind you to remain in the public areas of the building. I know that was an issue at the revenue building a couple days ago. I just want to make sure that wasn't going to be an issue here today, but it seems like you're totally fine. The staff invited you in. You did the proper thing and asked for permission to look back into the business offices. Just make sure you're not wandering back into those business offices without staff permission, okay?
If it's open to the public, I go back. If not, I don't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The front areas up there are open to the public. The private offices are not open to the public unless you've been invited into there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't intend to. If there's a door closed, I don't intend to open it.
Perfect.
So.
That's all.
All right. You're the one that's investigating the complaint that I filed, huh?
I am.
Okay, cool. And the whole video's on my YouTube channel.
I've watched it. Yeah, I appreciate you directing us to that.
All right. So.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome, and thank you. And thank you for your service.
Appreciate the support.
How you doing today?
Hello.
Here's what it looks like in the rain. Here's what it looks like different version in the rain, which is so perfect for this area.
How you doing today?
Hi.
All right.
Continue those conversations there.
That's great. We are.
Yeah, I don't think it was really like alcohol driving, like that terror, like really scary feeling. But
Yeah.
what you would come out is there's like this.
How you two doing today?
Good.
How you doing today? Just out doing some videoing.
Oh, okay, welcome.
So is this a Republican or a Democrat?
Senator Hansel's a Republican.
Republican? Cool. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right. So is Mark Meeks a Republican?
Sorry, what?
Is Mark Meeks a Republican?
He's a Democrat.
Democrat? How you doing today? All right. Lou Frederick, he's a Democrat.
He's a Democrat.
And he's out of Portland.
Mhm.
Cool. I actually like the guy, even though I'm not a Democrat.
Well, thank you.
So. I'm glad to see that he's here. You mind if I walk around real quick? I'm not going to go into his office, but I just want to check out the books and.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Looks like he takes his law serious. I like that. But even more important than state law is constitutional law. So, all right, you have a good day. How you doing today?
Hey there.
Yeah. I know. I would love to do it earlier, but I just don't know.
How you doing today?
Doing fine.
All right. Got some beautiful artwork. Multnomah Falls.
Lots of gorge water and stuff.
You must love the gorge.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I like hiking in it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Nice to get out there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. I'm just glad that it hasn't been developed yet.
Well, it can't because it's a national scenic area.
Yeah.
So that limits what can be done.
Okay. Well, you have a good day. I just want to come and videotape and see what the Capitol was about.
All right. Thanks for,
All right. How you doing today?
Doing well. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. So, Aaron Woods must be Clackamas County.
Portion of Clackamas County, portion of Yanthill County, and a portion of Washington County, kind of all in that corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed the Clackamas County thing out there. That's why I said that.
He's also on the Clackamas Community College board.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Is he a Republican or a Democrat?
He's a Democrat.
He's a Democrat? Well, not everyone can be perfect. I'm a constitutionalist myself, so I'm neither Republican nor Democrat, but I lean more Republican than I do Democrat. But I also believe everyone has their rights.
Yeah.
So.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, we always try to work with folks on both sides of the aisle, and try to for the bills we introduce make them
Bipartisan.
Sorry, getting tied up with the bees there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So.
Yeah. Cool. I'm a cop watcher, and I go around, do audits and stuff like that, see what the government buildings are like. So.
Cool.
All right. Thank you.
Good to meet you.
All right. Good to meet you.
No, we were very. We're all together. Just this together. Well, and it's like outside of just the basic food, it's like roads are getting flooded this way.
Okay.
Yep. That's what's going on. Yep. That's already happened somewhere, I'm sure. Right? Did you find an operations maintenance person who will tag along with you? Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Let's try 2.
can you not take my photo, please?
Why? You're a public employee, right?
Sorry, sir, please.
You're a
Ask you kindly.
you're a public employee, right? So I haven't entered the office yet. So I guess Robert Wagner's secretary doesn't believe in the Constitution nor her oath of office.
Hi there.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Just up here doing videos.
Okay.
So enjoying myself while I'm doing it.
Okay.
So, are you Robert Wagner?
No, I work for him.
Oh, you work
Yeah.
for him? Oh,
Yep.
cool. So, all right. Well, I'm going to do my little trip, and I'll probably be back.
All right.
All right. Kathleen Taylor. How you doing today?
Hi, good, how are you?
All right, just out doing some videoing. Thought I'd do it of the Capitol.
Oh, nice.
So.
What's it for?
Personal use. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Do you cover Portland?
Yes, that is our district up on that poster.
Okay. I don't see my neighborhood. Killingsworth and Martin Luther King?
Where is that? Is that above 84? Below 84?
It's the other side of 84.
Okay. That should be up there.
Hmm.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's much more north.
Yeah.
So you're not in our district.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that. My district's not there. All right, you have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
President Pro Tem. Welcome to our office. All right. Thank you. Welcome to our office, but there's no one here. Sarah Glazer. How you doing?
Hello. Good. How are you doing?
All right, just doing some videoing.
Yep, I'm just checking around.
Yep.
At all the offices.
Yep. I like that. Cool. Hello, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
Just needs 7.5 million annually on top of.
How can I help you?
Just out doing some videoing.
I guess one thing I would say here is before we fund any pilots, we would like to make sure that the required services for community restoration are funded. So my advocacy would be to make sure that particularly those larger counties are funded for their services.
Oh, please don't go back there. That is our office.
Huh?
My coworkers are working back there.
Okay, is it open? I didn't see anything about it not being open to the public.
We generally only allow staff and our members back there.
Okay, well, you should put a sign up that says that.
Okay.
Because if not, people can just walk back there, regardless if they got a camera or not. So the Republicans were all right with me walking back there. The Democrats are like, yeah, we got something to hide, so you can't go back there. Wonder what they're trying to hide. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
All right.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? They closed the door.
I think it's going to come up at their conference.
So I wonder what the Democrats have to hide. I find it funny that the Republicans have everything open and this place just doesn't want people to film.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So I was wondering, what do you guys have to hide back there? Because I noticed the Republicans, they escorted me back and showed me the offices and stuff like that. And
We just have people working, and this is our place of business, and I think they deserve to be able to work.
yeah, but you're a government employee, so people should be able to see what you're doing, right? Or as due to your government officials, you shouldn't be held accountable to the public.
Well, we are accountable to the public, right?
Well,
But it
not
doesn't
if
mean
not
that
if they
every
can't
meeting-
see your office.
Well, that doesn't mean that every meeting is public, right?
Right. But your meeting room's right there and there's no one in it.
Well, there's 6 other offices back there that people are having, conversations in.
Uh-huh.
So, we're happy to have a conversation with you out here. Good.
Well, I want to see what the offices look like.
I mean, you can see in that office.
Well, that's not an office, that's a meeting room.
I'm Steven, by the way.
I'm Bob.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you. Help you
you.
with.
Yeah, I just want to go back, do a quick walk back and check out the offices, but these ladies sat there and said that no one's allowed back there.
Yeah, well, the problem right now is we have meetings going on in the back, and we just can't disturb, the folks.
Well, I
in the
didn't
meeting.
plan on disturbing them. I just wanted to go back real quick and do a walkthrough.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't going to spy in any of the
Yeah.
legislative stuff. I just,
Oh no, not. I totally understand. Yeah, I just right now it's not going to work out.
Mhm.
But appreciate you stopping by. I think if you have any questions for our office, obviously we're happy to help answer those questions.
Yeah, what are you guys hiding?
Nothing. We have nothing.
Because I find the Republicans had no problem. One of them even went back and showed me the different offices and who was in those offices and stuff. I come up here and they're like, no, we don't want that. And I filmed at the offices across the way, and they closed the door on me. So I was just curious what there is up here that you guys are trying to hide.
Nothing. Yeah, I mean, we don't have anything to hide here. I think we're just, we have people that work in this space, and they're just trying to get things done right now. And
right.
so we can't, just have everybody, going through the halls of the office right now. But
well, you can, just as long as they don't loiter. If there's a closed meeting, then the door should be closed, and people should still be allowed to walk back and look at the different offices and the pictures in the offices and stuff.
Well, there are periods where people can come into the offices, and it's not during working times, right? We have periods where the public comes in and has the opportunity to see the offices and have meetings with folks.
When you guys,
there's a process to go through that.
Yeah, when you guys decide that you want certain people to go through there, and then you have everything fixed up so it doesn't look bad, but on a surprise walkthrough, you guys are totally against it. I don't understand why.
Well, because there's a process to go through, like I was saying, to have a meeting back there.
Right.
To see the offices, and we are going to abide by that process.
Yeah, it's public offices though. It's not.
Well, the building is public, but
yeah.
there's still private offices in
right.
the public building.
Right, and I was going to just go up and down that hallway, and that hallway should be public. I mean, there's nothing that says public not allowed.
Like I said, the public is allowed if you go through the official process that we have, which involves emailing our staff, and then they can help you out and set up a time for you to come back and see what the offices are like.
Well, that would defeat my purpose, wouldn't it?
Well, that's the process that we have.
Yeah, like I said, that would defeat my purpose.
Well, are you like an auditor? Like, what's your purpose?
My purpose is go back and videotape and see what the offices look like and leave. That was it.
But for what purpose?
Do I have to have a purpose?
Well, you said you had a purpose. So
yeah. Well, I do have a purpose.
Okay.
If I turn around and said what my purpose was or my story is about, then it would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it?
Are you a reporter? Say the story. Are you a reporter?
I'm a journalist.
You are? Okay. Well, I'm a former journalist as well, so that's
okay.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm as the stories that I was covering when I covered politics here in the building.
Mm-hmm.
We went through a process to get meetings and to see what people were working on, so they could have an opportunity to present what they were working on in a way that is actually beneficial for the public.
I'm a constitutional journalist. Me and you work on totally different grounds.
Well, I don't know what that means, but like we said, there's a process to get information and to see what's happening back in those offices.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to email and go through that process.
Well, I'm probably not going to email, but
you can call as well.
Yeah, I got my body cam going. That my phone just went out, or the thing's full. But yeah, I'm a constitutional journalist. I go around, film, and make sure people aren't having their rights violated and stuff like that, and making sure government places are open to the public. And it appears this place, unless you get an appointment and they can move things around and hide things, it's not open to the public. So
well, I guess I would ask, what exactly do you think that is being hidden from you?
I have no idea. But people that want to hide things, put things where, or have things where people can't see them.
Okay.
So.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by and recognizing that we can't accommodate that right now. I just I appreciate if you have other questions for us, send us an email or give us a call, and we'll try to provide answers to those questions.
All right.
But so I think that's where we're at for today.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You don't represent them on that issue.
I just thought it was like between those two micro elections.
All right.
Like the last couple of ones. Not surprising. Or not.
Hey, Trooper, I'm on my way over to the Department of Revenue. Actually, I think I'll do the first floor first. How you doing today? How you doing today?
Hello, doing well, thank you.
All right. All right.
Can I help you?
Oh, just videoing what's on the screen.
Why?
Because I want to.
Well, then I'm gonna close my computer. Thanks.
Cool. Hey, all right, troopers.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
All right, how you doing? How you doing today? All right. How you doing today? All right.
Oh, you're sitting up with Oh, but are they?
What was that?
Sort of interesting.
Mm-hmm. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Let's go up the elevator, my computer.
So is my escort going to take me up to the second floor?
I think for me.
You guys going to follow me up to the second floor?
Oh, good. So.
Okay, well, they're doing it on the other side.
Let's do the elevator for quickness.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Yes. So sweet.
How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
All right, audio and video recording.
Okay.
So. How you doing today? Audio and video recording.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How you doing? Audio and video recording. Audio and video recording. Audio and video recording.
I'm sorry?
Audio and video recording.
Oh, thanks for it.
Gonna go up.
Your shoe's untied, by the way.
I know it is. What? All right.
It is so good, but when I have to.
I always ask everyone when their last day, what was the high and what
Coming through.
What was the best part? What are you not going to
Audio and video recording.
High with a lot of cannabis.
All right.
Yeah, I will never forget.
Just audio video recording the offices.
Betsy Johnson was texting me.
How you doing today? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. How you doing? All right. Just up here, audio and video recording. How you doing today?
How you doing?
Audio and video recording.
What's that?
Audio and video recording.
Okay.
So. So you notice you go to the Republican areas and they have no problem at all, and you go to the Democratic areas and they flip out.
How's that?
How you doing today?
As soon as I get things figured out, and then we'll go. But she is available.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Fawn. Good to see you.
Good to see you. And thanks for last night. It was turned out great.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you.
Just going around audio and video recording in different offices.
Awesome.
All right.
So, all right, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, you're welcome. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
All right, just audio and video recording.
Huh?
I'm just audio and video recording
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
So, just letting you know
How you doing today?
Good, thank you.
How you doing today?
Good.
All right.
Yeah, their body did.
Yes, and that matters. Yeah.
Okay.
So, awesome. Good work.
Good to see you. Thank you. You
Take care.
Audio and video recording. How you doing today?
Good. How about you? How can I help you?
Just audio and video recording.
Okay.
Walking around the Capitol, seeing what's up.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. How you doing today? Audio and video recording. LGBTQ flag. Audio and video recording. Audio and video recording.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's like the most fun thing.
Audio and video recording.
What is? Sorry, what? Yeah.
Audio and video recording.
What about it?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, cool.
So, under state law, I have to let you know since.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes sense.
Okay.
And I pass it all the time. If you find out, will you tell me? Of course I will. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
How you doing? Audio and video recording.
Yeah.
Just looking around the Capitol, audio and video recording.
sounds good.
So. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, audio and video recording. Walking around the Capitol, audio and video recording stuff.
Oh, okay.
I like that up there. My cow died, so I don't need your bill or your bull.
How are you? I need help on this.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah.
All right. How you doing?
Yeah, no, you think yesterday, yeah.
One of us has always been busy.
Right, each time I
Good to
see
see
you.
you.
Good
All
to see
right.
you too.
Audio and video recording.
Hi.
Audio and video recording. Hmm. How you doing? Audio and video recording.
I'm sorry?
Audio and video recording.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm doing great. All right. Audio and video recording. Please don't run into each other. That'd be embarrassing. How you doing? Audio and video recording.
I always just know it as being favorite college, but I didn't realize that there was a connection.
Yeah. So you were being serious. You actually thought that was me. That was our story.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
And I thought this for many, many years.
I love Phil Donovan, and I'm not going to be offended by what he just wrote in that email. That's
Yeah.
what
That's been real. I thought it was actually a really good connection too, given the request. To a duck football game. Anyways, good up.
How you ladies doing?
We're great.
All right. Audio and video recording.
Okay.
So, just thought I'd let you know because I noticed the screen's up and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thanks for letting us know.
Okay.
Just GoProing around. Yeah?
Thought I'd come down and enjoy the state capitol.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys are talking. Usually I give people time to close their stuff up when I'm walking around, but well, I can go out. Well, I'll just go down. No, I'll go out here. How you doing today?
All right, how you doing?
All right, this is an exit, so I don't need to put my stuff in here and then run it through the machine.
Yeah.
Notice to the public. Hey, is that where the state police office is?
What's that?
Is that where the Capitol State Police office is?
Is it, Nolan?
That's where Oregon State Police is hanging out right now. I don't know if it's their office.
Okay. Huh.
So, what's going on?
I was just curious. I was looking in the Capitol for their office, and
You went in the Capitol and
yeah, and I didn't see it. Then all of a sudden, I see the trooper cars back here.
yeah, I mean I don't know it's their necessarily it's their office, but
Yeah.
there's some guys in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, you could probably walk up there and knock on the door. It's this building right here where that car is parked next to.
Yeah, you see what that sign says right there?
Yeah, no trespassing.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta go this way, but
Okay. So I guess the state trooper's temporary office is right there, and they got this warning, no trespassing sign up. So I'm going to call Sergeant Ward.
Is he awake?
And see what he says.
Sergeant Ward.
Hey, Sergeant Ward, this is Robert West. Hey, I was just curious about something. I went all over the Capitol. I was looking for the state police office, and I found out that it's out here behind some fence that says no trespassing.
Correct. We are not open to the public at this time. The service point for anybody who needs to interface with state police for Capitol Mall business is the Salem Area Command.
Okay. Is there a reason why the state police is not open for the Capitol State Police isn't open to the public?
I'll tell you what, sir, I'm right here. I'll talk to you in person.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
You said you had concerns about not being able to access the police station. Is that right?
Yeah, the police station.
Okay. Yeah, the reason it's not open to the public is because they aren't able to house us in the building due to the ongoing construction inside there, and so the only place they can come up with for us is in a construction trailer, and so that's where we're at right now. And so there's some restrictions on being able to access the construction site as far as like safety equipment and permission from the contractor goes, and so if you need to interact for state police official business, like if you have a vehicle that's towed or something like that, we can get you helped out at the Salem Area Command. It's right up the street.
I just wanted to see what it looked like in there. I mean, new trailer and stuff. I wanted to see what, because I seen what it looked like in the basement. I was wondering if it looked any different up here.
Yeah, we can't accommodate that at this time.
You can't accommodate that?
Right. It's not a location that's open to the public.
All right. There was a female trooper I'd say like 3 or 4 years ago that I ran into here. I forgot her name.
Okay.
I videotaped her a couple times. People are saying she had Down syndrome. I don't think she had Down syndrome. She wouldn't be a trooper if she had Down syndrome.
Yeah, okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
I'm not sure that I do. I haven't been here 3 or 4 years, so I don't know who was stationed here at that time.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if she's still here or if she moved to another state police station.
Again, I'm not sure who you're talking about because I wasn't here at that time. You'd have to, if you had a name, I could tell you if they're still on our roster, but I'm not sure who you might be referring to based on the description you've given so far.
Okay, yeah, because she was really professional in how she handled me.
Good.
I came in with a couple other auditors, and they, one of them was a Muslim and had his Muslim head stuff on, and one of the male troopers walked up to him and said he had to take it off. And
take off his head covering?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that there was a big argument over that. He wound up not doing it.
Sure.
So all of us picked a trooper, and I had the closest one that was close to me was this female one, right? And she got me up and down and all the way around.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I explained to her that the trooper's job is I can teach a monkey to go out and write tickets and stuff like that. And I spent like 45 minutes just hounding her on, on her job and how I can train monkeys and other people to do her job and stuff like that. And she just stood there and accepted it. And then she just walked away. After a while, she just walked away. And then about 6 months later, I go back. I'm walking through the state police station, and that was in the basement. I ran into her, and she's like, Mr. West, is there anything I can do to help you out? And I'm like, huh?
Interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, she's
What was your reason for engaging her like that, out of curiosity? Like you said, you spent like 45 minutes like up and down and telling her that an animal could do her job and being kind of disparaging. Like, what is your purpose in that?
I was just pissed off that they wanted him to remove his head cover, so each of us picked a trooper.
I gotcha. You're just trying to defend your friend, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why he might have been asked to remove a religious garment, but I wasn't there, and I can't really weigh in on that. But
just like if you're standing here and someone's wrestling around with a state trooper over here, you're not going to just stand right here.
Hopefully, I'd help the state trooper not get wrestled around with. But,
But yeah, that's the main thing is that, and I was hoping to see her because I wanted to apologize for the way that I did her, because like I said, she acted really professional, and I greatly appreciate that.
I'm aware of your YouTube channel. Do you have like a record of that, like contact? You can find out what her name is, and we can pass the message on, or?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is Robert West.
No, I've seen your YouTube channel. What I'm asking is that you would be able to find out from the YouTube channel more information about the trooper you wanted to pass that to. Like her name or anything.
I can. Cameras everywhere made a video about me and put that up. Robert West.
Robert West.
Not her.
All right, 1 second, sir. Yes, ma'am. To the police department? Well, we're not. I'm out of here. Let's go. Give me a parking pass.
Cameras everywhere.
Cameras everywhere.
Videos Robert West are in.
Videos Robert Wessler in.
Videos Robert West is in.
Videos Robert West is in.
Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. You're actually gonna make me do that.
Do what? You don't have to pull it up for me. I'm just
Oh no! Yeah, I know.
I just want to pass the message for you and let her know that you were feeling better about the situation looking back. But.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about.
Oh, the phone.
Usually I put up Robert West, and that's the first thing that pops up. But
that was easy for me when I searched you the other day. I put in Robert West on YouTube, and you're right there. So.
Yeah. But I do like at least 30 videos a month.
Yeah.
So you're talking years.
Sure.
I may have to get back to you on that.
That's okay. It's not real pressing. I can ask around in the office if anybody remembers the encounter.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, she is a real professional. She's, I've seen officers that actually take issues with that and continue to take issues with that, and she never did.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I always appreciate hearing positive feedback when you have interaction with the trooper and it goes the way that you're hoping as as a voting member of the public. So.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the way you interacted with me today when we were in the building, and just calm, and we can have a conversation. We can talk about expectations for the public versus the private areas, and like you even said, thanks for your service. So
yep.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, I'm a cop watch that goes around and films the police. I do audits also.
Yep.
But my main thing is that I want a professional police force.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do as well.
I don't like bad cops. I don't hate them, but I don't like them.
Bad cops either.
So, so yeah, that's what. Oh, you seen the video? What do you think of it?
Which one?
The one that I shot yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Or not yesterday?
A couple days ago. You're talking about Department of Revenue, your
Yeah.
video there. I can't comment on that because of your pending complaint. So essentially me giving an opinion of the video would be me giving an opinion of your complaint.
Right.
And until that's all closed out, I can't really comment on that.
Okay. Are you the sole investigator, or is it going to go to Internal Affairs?
No, I'll investigate that. The allegations that you made are at a level we call squad level. So it means it happens, the investigation happens at the area command.
Oh, okay. That's what Portland does too. Well,
depends on the nature of the allegation. So if you said that the trooper that involved killed your dog or something like that wouldn't be squad level, it would be a different level, and they'd have a full-time investigator assigned to that. But I'm a day-to-day supervisor for the troopers that work here at the Capitol, and so there's some stuff that they let us handle just at our level.
Well, that's good. I like it when it can be handled at your level. The small stuff. And it was pretty small, but it did happen. And I thought about that, and even though the officer was nice, the fact of it is that he did touch me.
Sure.
And I teach the cop watchers, do not touch a police officer if at all possible.
Sure.
If they're in
I appreciate that.
If they're in a car and it's going downhill and you can reach down and pull them out. But you know,
save life, protect property. Okay,
yeah,
that sounds familiar.
But if you're not in a situation where you have to save their life, you know, if you see someone aiming a gun at them, pull them out of the way.
Sure.
But other than that, don't touch the troopers and don't let any cop touch you.
Okay.
Because that's how things go really bad really quick. You know.
Interesting perspective. Yeah. Just for like total clarity or transparency, I'm not the ultimate decision-making authority for it. So my job investigating is I'm gonna collect all the information from you and from anybody else that's involved and prepare kind of like a little perspective on it, and then manager will look at that and ultimately decide what to do with that. So the way our agency's arranged, the sergeants actually aren't part of management. So.
Right. Yeah, it's in Portland, little small stuff, like if an officer cuts someone out or something, usually it goes to like if you file a complaint, it'll go to a sergeant. They'll do the same thing. They'll make a report and they'll send it to the captain, and the captain looks at it.
Yeah, ours goes essentially that high for like signatures also, but not.
Yeah.
They're not part of the investigative effort. They're part of just kind of assessing what the investigation found.
Right. But yeah, it's important because I would like to see, and I'll never see, an investigative process where each complaint is investigated by a member of the public and a member of law enforcement, or 2 members of the public and 2 members of law enforcement.
Don't they have something similar to that in Portland? They have like a citizen review panel.
They have
or
a
something?
citizen review panel.
How does that
yeah.
work? Do you know?
If you file a complaint, it goes to you file it with the city, and then they look at it. If they think it's good, then they send it to Internal Affairs. Internal Affairs looks at it and says, "Yeah, we're gonna punish the officer," or we're not. And if they say no, then it goes to the Citizens Review Committee, and then they look at it and they say, yeah, the officer should be punished, or the officer shouldn't.
Okay. So what happens if there's disagreement between the agency and the citizen panel? Do you know?
The citizen panel wins out.
Oh, interesting.
And then the chief can appeal. Then the agency can appeal it. So then it goes before the committee again. They look at all the evidence and say, yeah, it's validated or not. And if the chief wants to appeal it anymore, then it goes to the city council.
Got it.
But
what are your feelings about a system like that? Do you think that's better than the old system, or?
I think it's better than the old system. The problem is that citizens aren't trained like police officers. They've never been in the field. They don't know what it's like to be a police officer.
Okay.
So it's hard to have citizens sit there and say, yeah, okay, the officer's right or the officer's wrong, because they don't,
have that kind of life experience or training.
Right, they don't have that training. And on the other hand, if you have just officers investigate officers, it'd be like, then you have a problem with, the blue line. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know that I agree that problem's inherent to any time a police officer investigates another officer. I was in major crimes for a while, doing computer forensic investigations, participated as part of several professional standards investigations. I feel like we did them in an objective manner. I don't feel like there was any element of that, like blue line or like protecting buddies or whatever. It's just,
right.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
If you commit misconduct, you're going to get held accountable.
Right. It also depends on what it is. If on something where I had a cop watcher that was grabbed and literally pulled out of a crime scene after an officer told him, well, as long as you use a sidewalk, don't walk in the street, but use a sidewalk, you can get down to where Robert's at. So he used a sidewalk, and the sergeant went over, grabbed him, and
the sergeant was different from the person who told him it was okay?
Yeah.
So they're kind of breakdown in communication there?
Yeah. So the sergeant. So what I did was I turned around. I talked to the East Precinct captain about it. He filed the complaint. Well, the complaint got shot down because he crossed the crime scene tape, and the captain,
the watcher crossed the crime scene tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the captain
it's usually an issue.
Yeah, the captain looked at it and called the sergeant in about his professionalism.
Oh, okay.
So he goes, nothing happened because of him grabbing the guy, but he sat there and said, no, the sergeant was unprofessional.
Sure.
All you had to do was go up and tell him to go back, and he would have turned back. I mean, that's the way it is.
Okay.
If I didn't see that sign, I walked in, you go, hey, Robert, you can't be in there, I would walk right out, especially if I looked and seen that sign.
Yeah.
There's no reason. So, yeah, he didn't get rode up by the captain, but he did get it, chewing about, professionalism and stuff like that. And hey, you don't need to grab the cop watchers.
Yeah, I understand.
And they have a problem with me, they go talk to him, and when I have a problem, I let him see the video and talk with him about it.
Yeah, I mean, it helps when all your contacts are recorded. It's you can look at it pretty objectively. So
yeah,
it takes a little bit of the he said, she said element out of it. So.
Well, that's important because I learned a long time ago. There's three. When you got two people, there's three portions to the truth.
Perspective, yeah.
Yeah, there's my truth, your truth, and the real truth.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was hoping to see her and say hi and thanks for her service, and apologize. I'll see if I can dig up that video and send you the link or send you the name of the video.
Yeah, you're welcome to do that.
All right. Because I did feel, to this day, I still feel guilty about what I did. She didn't deserve it. It was a heat of the moment thing, and usually I'm not disrespectful like that.
It sounds to me like you're very principled and like you were upset about the confrontation about the religious headworks. And
yeah.
Sometimes people have emotional reactions, and it's not always our best self that comes out when we're being emotional and not being rational. So.
Yeah. No, I get upset really quick if someone goes against someone's disability, their religious beliefs, or race or anything like
sure.
that. That aggravates me.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. And even they're political. I think that I think the state, counties, and cities should be prosecuting a lot more on all this political violence that's going on.
Oh, okay. Like violence that's perpetrated against people based on their political views, you're saying?
No. Well, yeah, that violence on people that's doing but like these political protests and stuff, going down and breaking out windows and starting police stations on fire and stuff.
Civil unrest, property crime type stuff that's connected to political ideology?
Yeah.
Got it.
And people go, oh, well, you have a right to protest and you have a right to state your political beliefs, but the Constitution says you have a right to the assembly as long as it's a peaceful assembly. And assaulting people and breaking property and throwing rocks at police is not peaceful.
I would agree with that.
So. All right, well, I just wanted to see what was going on. Like I said, I wanted to videotape the office and found that I couldn't, so.
No problem. I mean, this is about as close as we can get without passing the trespassing signs, but that's our office right there, kind of behind the two silver patrol cars, where the steps lead up to the right, and honestly, it's pretty simple, kind of boring. It's got some administrative workspace for our pro staff, and then a little patrol room where the guys can have their lunch and do their reports, and sergeant office and lieutenant office. That's about it.
Cool.
Anything else I can do for you today?
No, I'm just going to head over to the Department of Revenue and see if they get upset about me filming over there again.
Yeah, again, with the revenue thing, I know you got talked to by one of the other troopers about it, but
yeah.
They were pretty explicit. They're okay with you recording in the public areas, but not recording in the areas where the financial transactions, the person-to-business transactions are ongoing. So
Right.
if that happens again, it's likely the building manager will ask us to remove you. It's likely that we will remove you from the building, and it could be a longer removal than the initial 1 day that you got for recording the transactions that first day. So,
Right.
if you can avoid doing that and just try to stick to the public areas, I think we'll be okay.
Well, I got business I got to do, and I never enter a state building without video recording.
Yeah. And I think what we're asking, or what the building manager's asking, is this: you just pause that or protect that when you're in areas where you can see other people's business transactions ongoing. Kind of their layout in there is a little bit funny, and the fact that you can walk up behind somebody while they're doing a business transaction is kind of a limitation, and so they're just asking you not to walk up behind there. I think they have some signage that says, stay back here in this area when you're in line, wait till you're called up to the window, don't be hovering behind people while they're putting in PIN numbers or giving their socials or something like that. So that's their only concern. I don't think they're going to be concerned if you're recording in the public space or you're recording your interaction with somebody.
Yeah. Well, I was far enough back. I could hear only one dude, and if the doors were open, I could hear the dude outside because he was pretty hot. I guess he came up from Portland and tried to pay some taxes, and they told him no, he couldn't do it, and
that's kind of a perfect example of like a personal business transaction. So you being privy to the fact that he can't pay his taxes is information that they have an interest in protecting.
Well, no, he wasn't that. He was mad because he had to come back and pay it.
Oh, okay.
So
either way, his personal business not something we really want to put on a YouTube channel. So if we could keep it to just your business transaction there today or your interaction, that should be okay.
In fact, he was so hot that I couldn't even get the security guard's phone number. I got part of it. So.
Well, just please be cooperative with them. Respect when they make requests of you that are lawful, that are not to record private transactions, and hopefully we won't get called back over there today. Is there anything else I can do for you? Or?
That's it.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about our contact or interaction today? Or?
No, I enjoy your professionalism.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciated talking to you today. You've been doing very professional yourself. So.
I was actually hoping to run into you so that we could meet and talk and stuff like that. So
that's one of the reasons I came over there, because I heard you were in the building, and I was like, we haven't actually formally met. We talked on the phone, so I figured I'd put a face to the name, and I think we accomplished that.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, you too. How you doing today? How you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. How you doing today? All right. Yeah, I am audio and video recording. I said I am audio and video recording.
Just as last time, this is coming down from above.
Uh-huh.
Just a reminder, they don't want anyone recording beyond this point. If you're here to conduct business, even if you're doing your business, they can't record.
It has to be
Just
recorded, you know that.
For you, I'm sure it has to be recorded, but I'm just saying, like, if you do, I have to call OSP. I literally have, my hands are tied on that.
Right.
Like, it's not up to me. I'm just doing
Okay.
what they were telling me, and that's literally what I'm instructed to do. So
Well, if I'm doing business with the
I
state,
understand. I'm assuming
you know,
important business, but
I'm used to.
we have Very specific instructions, not just in signs for you to read, but coming from above, I am telling you what they are telling you. The people that manage this building.
Right.
And they have permission to remove you from the building. And at this point, I believe you were specifically told if you did this again, you would be arrested for trespassing. So I'm just giving you a warning, verbal warning. Please don't do this. I mean, I understand it's your thing, but
it's not my. It's not just my thing. It's my right, and I have a right to. I have a right to be able to prove that I turn stuff in.
And there's also privileges and things like that. You got to understand the difference. This is a secure area. This specific area. That's why it's worded like that. We have authorized areas for badge access, and we have secured areas. The public are allowed to go in there, but they have to follow specific rules, which in this case is no photos or video.
So you're saying that I can't video record in this area?
Yes, please do not.
Okay. Well.
You're not even doing business right now.
Sir, are you filming?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to.
You're not allowed to film anything.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I actually have them literally outside.
Thank you.
Because I didn't go into the restricted area. Well, you can see with your eyes. I go into the restricted.
Have a great day.
Like you see, and I didn't even go in the restricted area. I was told I can videotape out here. How you doing today? All right. I was told I was allowed to videotape out here by the manager of the building, and that's what I've been doing.
That's not. You literally recorded what you did. You specifically walked right over there to the barrier, and you took your camera and recorded. And it wasn't for pretend. She even specifically asked you if you were recording her, and you said yes.
Yeah.
Because you felt like it. So that wasn't you were over here recording. It was you were literally.
I was
over
told
there,
as long as I'm not in the secure area, I can record.
That was recorded too, which is why that's not true.
It was recorded.
You specifically told it what you could and cannot do in this area.
And
I just.
I was told I cannot
you.
record beyond that. Right? I cannot go into the restricted area and film.
The taxpayers, correct.
Okay. This is a public area, and you guys already said this is a public area where I can see, I can film. That's the law. That's the U.S. Supreme Court already ruled on that.
Like I said before,
there's no expectation of privacy in a public place.
had multiple people
Just so you know,
explain this to you.
I'm Senior Trooper Godfrey. I'm with the state police.
Yeah.
And we're being recorded as well.
Right.
By me. I just have to let you know that.
Okay. So, but like I told you, I have business here, And if they,
But unfortunately, we are past that point. Because you decided to report again after being explicitly warned.
I was told I couldn't film, I couldn't go in there and film.
That's not correct.
Yes, that is correct. I was told as long as I'm out here
I'm
past
not arguing with you.
that
At
security
this point,
area.
We're already past that point. Like I said, me and you are done. You're So going to deal with him does now. the building manager want him? Yes. Okay. Wants him So you're gonna be willing to leave?
Huh? Yeah, I'll leave.
Okay.
But what did you say the building manager wanted?
I believe criminally trespassed at this point.
Criminally trespassed?
As you recall from your last visit here, you were specifically warned if you did this again that you would trespass. you
Okay.
for this.
So if you criminally trespass me, I got to get a trespass notice under state law because this is a public building, right?
The building manager is up. That's up to him.
Right.
His rules.
Okay.
His building.
So he has to come down and trespass me then, right?
Well, an agent of the manager.
Right.
That's what he wants.
Okay. I mean, I'll leave if you tell me I'm trespass and I'll leave and leave. I'll leave.
Okay.
But I prefer to do it legally because if it's done illegally, I've already filed a complaint on one trooper.
Okay.
Okay, for violating my rights about my filming in a public place.
Okay.
And here comes Ward right now.
Yes, sir. He's man in charge. So yeah, we'll see what the old sergeant says, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Hey, Ward. So I was told that as long as I'm out here and not beyond that, I can film.
Okay, who told you that?
The building manager last time.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm standing out on this side of the thing, and the security guard comes up and says you can't film. That the building manager wants me trespassed
For filming?
for filming.
Okay.
And I explained to the officer that I've already filed one complaint against an officer for kicking me out of the building in a public area. Because in order for me to be trespassed from a public building or public area, I have to either cause a disturbance or I have to break the law.
Sure. I know we just talked a little bit earlier today, but before
Yeah.
we go any further, I just want to remind you that we're being recorded still.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so your position, just so I'm making sure that I'm understanding everything you're saying clearly, is that you were standing in an area where you were told that you could record. That you
Mhm.
weren't recording anything in the business area of the building where people
I
were doing
was
transactions.
videotaping the other side, but I was in an area where I could video.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying, and maybe kind of where the miscommunication is. So, the area where customers are transacting business
Mhm.
can't be recorded. It doesn't matter if you're recording it from one side of the tape or the other side of the tape or whatever. But what we
Yeah.
talked about just a couple minutes ago, and in fact, right before you walked over here to the building,
Mhm.
is not to record people's private financial transactions or information.
Right.
And so, was there some lack
I
of
couldn't-
clarity about that expectation?
I
or-
couldn't hear anything as far as what their business was. I couldn't hear it. I know for a fact my body cam couldn't hear it.
Yeah, the position that you put yourself in is that if a building manager assesses that there's a reasonable risk or a likelihood that you might be recording or attempting to record somebody's transactions, then
Mhm.
they're going to ask you to leave the building.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the position you're in right now, is they're asking you to leave the building because it looks like you're trying to record people's transactions.
Okay. And like I told him, there's a process if they're going to trespass me, because they've already said they want me trespassed.
Okay.
There's a process of I have to get written notice that I've been trespassed from the building, because it's a public building, and I've already filed complaints against one officer for, because this is a public area and there's no expectations of privacy in a public
It's my
area.
belief that they don't have to provide you with that written notice in order to remove you from the building, but that you may be owed that notice at some point. And so if you're asking for a copy of that, we can try to get you a written notice, sure.
Yeah, I definitely want a copy of that. I was told, my understanding is it has to be handed to me.
Sure.
So, that way I can go forth. I've already filed one complaint against an officer. I've filed a tort claim already over what happened last time. This will more than likely go into another tort claim.
Yeah, I'm aware of your complaint. I don't know about the tort, and I don't want to get into that. But,
Yeah.
I do also know that right before you came over here, we just had a conversation wherein I asked you not to record people's financial transactions, and it sounds like that's potentially exactly what you were doing. And so I don't think that the expectation was unclear to you about what would happen if you tried to do that.
Right.
I think you were aware that you would get removed from the building, and frankly, I'm not sure why you would go about doing that, especially if you had official business to transact today, which I believe that it sounded like you did. You said
Yeah,
you
I do.
You had some business that you needed to take care of.
Yep.
So I guess my question to you would be, like, are you trying to get ejected from the building so you can't take care of that business, or why would you go about doing what we told you would get you removed?
See, I got this right here from the state of Oregon, from this place right here. So,
like I said, I believe that you have business to transact. I'm just wondering why you would be taking action that we told you would get you removed from the building if you wanted to actually, like, genuinely come over here and transact business.
well, you like I explained to you before, anytime I go into a state business or I interact with any government officials or whatever, it has to be recorded. You know, just like your interaction with the public, it has to be recorded.
And you and I had a conversation about that, just standing over by our office, and I was pretty clear that I wasn't concerned if you wanted to record in the public space in the lobby, or if you were recording your interaction with a staff member or whatever. But I specifically asked you not to try to record anybody else's private business transactions. You gave an example of potentially overhearing somebody that was down here that wasn't able to pay their tax debt or whatever.
Well,
That's the kind of thing that can't be.
Yeah, I could have heard the dude all the way at the
recorded and
desk.
posted on YouTube. So.
You know, but yeah, that's what my thing is. That, you know, I got business and I came and do business, and unfortunately, the problem is that if I don't record it or something like that, and I turn something in, the state can easily sit there and say, well, no, it wasn't turned in.
You know, there's a number of ways to address that. I encourage you to maybe try to transact that business in writing, so you don't have to come down here if it's going to be a problem like that. But again, like, I can't let you compromise the security of ongoing financial transactions or other people's official business because of your expectation that you want to record wherever you go. That's not that's not something that's going to be able to be resolved.
Well, there's no one back there, so why can't I turn the form in?
Yes. What's that?
There's no one back there, so why can't I turn the form in?
When we walked in, there was a customer back there, but
they left.
At this point, why don't you let me confer with security? It sounds like they have some information from the building manager. Why don't you just sit tight for me, and I'll be back with you in a second.
All right.
If he records, again, he will be arrested. But if he refuses not to record, he cannot even conduct business. He would have to do it over the phone. That's the only way he'd be able to conduct business. They're going to allow him to conduct business as long as the recording is enough. But he's still trespassed. If he's not conducting business, he cannot be for the day. If this continues, they're going to trespass.
So 24-hour trespass from now. But he can finish his business before he leaves. He turns off his camera before he enters into the business area.
Yes. And even if he's behind the barrier, he cannot record taxpayers. It's just don't record.
Yeah. Okay.
If he wants to do
So I don't
that,
know if you could hear all that, but so a couple of consequences of the choice you made today. So the first one is that you are going to be trespassed from the building and hopefully remove on your own cooperation. The trespass for today is again for 24 hours for recording business transactions or making an attempt to try to record the business area where that's not allowed. If you want to finish transacting your official business before you leave today, we'll permit you to do that before you're asked to remove yourself from the building. But in order to do that, you need to disable the camera before you go back into the business area of the building. Before you leave this area and go over there where customers could have an expectation of being able to transact financial business without you making copies of their private information.
Okay, there's no one back there, so why can't I just go back there like
Because
this?
in that area where that type of business is transacted and where the cashiers are and where their computers are and where private information is likely to be or be displayed out in the office or on a desk, recording is not allowed in that area. You can't record it from this side of the tape. You can't record it from that side of the tape. That area is not to be recorded. So if you want to transact your business, we can turn the camera off or leave it out here with us, and then we can go in there and transact your business, and then you're going to leave the building and experience a 24-hour trespass, and then next time you come and visit, if we can comply with that expectation to not record in that area, then I don't anticipate that we'll have issues like this in the future.
Well, I'm sure we will. I mean, I'm gonna file another tort claim. You know that as well as I do.
I can't take my like day-to-day actions
I
and
know.
like transact police business
Mhm.
based on whether or not you're going to file a tort claim. Like,
Right.
To me, that's a complete non-issue.
That-
It's not for me to consider on
Right.
the side of the road. But my job is to conduct business in a way that's
Mhm.
lawful
Mhm.
and to carry out the public interest in the state's business and being able to protect the customers that come here to
Mhm.
transact their business, and to be able to assist the building manager in
Well-
executing the removal order that they're putting together. But whether or not you're making a tort claim is really of no consequence to me.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll turn my camera off.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it under duress because I don't want to do it because there's no way for me to prove that I turned anything in.
Sure.
Okay. Unless I video recorded. Number two, there's 2 troopers and a sergeant that are here. I respect your rank, so that's why I said sergeant instead of trooper.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go in, turn this in.
Sure.
And then once I turn this in, then once I leave that restricted area, I'm going to turn the camera back on and I'll leave the building.
I have no problem with that. And if you want to turn that back on before we continue to talk, that's totally fine. And as far as the business processes go, I'm not involved in their business process, but I strongly suspect if you were to ask the cashier for some type of receipt that you turned a document in, they'd probably provide you something.
I'm going to ask them that they file it and make me a copy of it.
Sure.
So.
I have no reason that you're not allowed to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. And all right. All right.
Good to go?
Yep.
Okay. So, just like we talked about, you're being asked to leave the building and not return for 24 hours. It's 3/17. We'll call
Yeah.
it. Today is the 8th of November, so that would be effective until 3/17 on the 9th of November. Tomorrow, if you need to conduct official business before that point, you'll need to call ahead and make arrangements in order to do that. We'll get I'm going to work with the security guy here to get the building manager to prepare the written notice of trespass you requested. We'll get that mailed out to you. Do you want me to send that, or them to send that to the Emerson address that you provided previously? Okay, so we'll have that mailed to you. Do you have any other questions for me about what occurred today or why or anything like that?
No. I mean, I got to wear my body cams just like you got to use yours. You know,
it's a fair analogy, and what I would tell you is that there are circumstances in which, while my policy requires me to record interactions with people on a day-to-day basis, there are kind of reasonable exceptions imposed on that. I would not record business transactions ongoing inside the Department of Revenue. I would not record like inside a courtroom because the judge's order is not to record inside the courtroom, right? So when I go in there, I turn my body camera off. When I go in public restrooms, I turn my body camera off. And so while I respect your right to record in public spaces, I respect your right, in general, walking around in public, to have a camera running, just like most police officers do these days. I would ask that you would respect communicated restrictions on that, like when you're in buildings where financial transactions are ongoing, or you're inside a courtroom, or you're inside private offices at the Capitol. That's all.
Yeah, they actually did say that. We have private rooms. If you feel like you need to record while you're doing your business, we can talk to them and they can pretend have someone come in there and talk to you. We can work that out. You just gotta communicate with us.
Yeah, the problem is I need it stamped, and I don't think they got it stamped in there.
I'm sure they will make. I'm sure they will make accommodations. So if you want to conduct, it sounds like a reasonable offer. If you want to conduct your business with a representative from Revenue in a private office, just make that request when you arrive, before you get into the area where other people are transacting business. Because I'm sure you can understand. Like you were talking to me just previously outside of our office. And you seem like you're, being a reasonable guy at that time. You don't want your social security number or your record or anything like that posted on somebody else's YouTube. I don't want mine posted on YouTube. And that's all we're trying to prevent today.
Right.
And I think that's a reasonable request. I hope that you'll be able to comply with that in the future. But if you continue to come down here and try to record that type of information, whether it's, you know, just kind of maliciously complying by standing on the other side of the tape and pointing your camera over into the business area, or whether it's just outright ignoring the request and walking up to that area while your camera's recording, we will remove you from the building. I anticipate that the building manager will take progressively more severe actions. It's not my decision, but he's been pretty lenient in asking you to be removed for 24-hour periods twice now. I would anticipate seeing something more like a week or a month or longer, potentially even a permanent removal if you continue to not comply with that, because they can't invest all these resources in just chasing you around.
Yeah, a permanent removal is illegal. That's already been that's under Walsh versus the City of Portland. Because Joe Walsh was permanently trespassed from City Hall, and a federal judge said, yeah, you can't do that.
Interesting. Well, I'm glad to know that. I'm also glad that I'm not the one that has to make those kind of decisions about the revenue building. So,
right.
Any other questions at all?
No, that's it. I mean, I'm going to walk out, and I suspect you guys will walk out with me to the property line to make sure that I do what I got to do, and you do what you got to do, and there's no problems.
The building, in my understanding, so when we're outside the doors, I'm not too worried about it. I asked you the question earlier when we were over at the office, but I'll ask it to you again because we've got another interaction. Any concerns on an individual basis about our interaction or your interaction with any of my troopers today?
No, it's been, other than being trespassed from a public building, which is
fully understandable.
You know, it's they've already determined that anything that you see in a public place can be videotaped and recorded and stuff like that.
And I think where our communication is potentially requires some improvement is just helping you understand the definition of what is publicly subject to recording and what's not. Okay?
All right.
Thank you for your conversation, and see you out.
All right. How you doing today? Now I'll turn my body cam off.